I'm really delighted to have a new scent in the Haute Luxe collection. Each of the scents in this collection represents something about perfumery which is really personal to me, whether it's something that happened in my life, like with a goodnight kiss, or in this case, the family of perfumes that I fell in love with most, the Chypre. So the Chypre as a style, the origin of it is really lost in history. Maybe they date back to the 18th century, who knows. The modern Chypre was created in 1917. They take their name from the island of Cyprus. Chypre is French for the island of Cyprus. In Greek mythology, Cyprus was the birthplace of Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, and legend says she slept on a bed of mosses, and the perfumers took this idea of using moss as the base of a perfume to create an entire style. Generally, people who don't like compromise. They are people that are not grey and wishy-washy, they're black and white. The idea of it will do is really not in their vocabulary. So the classic Chypre is based around the idea of everything that is not sweet. So like wine, we say sweet wine, the opposite is dry. These perfumes are very dry, very warm, and very tailored. Chypres create very, very specific challenges. The formulas are so tailored, structured, based around mosses and woods, counterpointed by a bright burst of freshness. They are so disciplined in their structure that any excess absolutely screams out. So, like a piece of plain glass to something which is very intricately designed, a little mistake in amongst the intricacy, you don't notice. A piece of plain glass, if it's not flawless, you spot the mistake. And that is absolutely typical of the Chypre. That is one of the things that caused the great problem with this creation, because I wanted to put materials in which shouldn't normally be there to create an effect that smelt totally rounded and flawless. The richness and the structure of the Chypre has always compelled me, and any perfume that I smell, I think, oh, I love it. I don't need to think, I know it will be a Chypre. But how do you make a Chypre which is contemporary without being contrived? With Chypré Extraordinaire, I wanted to really explore classic Chypres. These perfumes are about allowing somebody into your intimate space, something that a real Chypre user doesn't do very often. So, whilst you wear this scent, you are aware you have it on, and only those who come very, very close to you. So I wanted to make a Chypre which is my expression of a Chypre, but with a twist around it. And so I took another raw material which I really love, the tuberose flower, which normally wouldn't be put on a Chypre base, to see what could happen. And I think the end result is really extraordinary. And that's what gave me the idea for the name, Chypré Extraordinaire. How I'd like people to think of this particular creation is if you took a very, very dark espresso and put a couple of spoonfuls of sugar in it, it still has all the character of the espresso, but it has a little bit of something sweet and unexpected to balance it. Whilst it heralds itself, and the first impression is it's going to be this enormous scent, very, very quickly it modifies itself, it tempers itself, and the scent becomes very, very close and very intimate. It lasts literally for days, particularly on the garment, but it's always there, just like a friend, by your side, who's never shouting for attention, but you just know you can rely on them, ever present, forever your friend. That for me is perfect.